Our story so far. In the course of their afternoon-long investigation through St. Mystere, Luke and Layton stumble on a rumor about some mysterious kidnappings. The professor has a hunch that Ramon's disappearance and these kidnappings must be connected. In a quest for further details, the intrepid pair continue their search of St. Mystere into the night. What? That had the same last line as the last episode. We're still continuing our investigation into the night, I suppose. So my options are to talk to him or to leave. Let's click around. Do you think there's hint coins? I didn't mean to click you, bud, but I did click very close. No matter how I try, I just can't seem to find that special someone. Tell me, Professor, what does an eligible bachelor like myself have to do to find a girl? I had an epiphany the other day. I think the reason I'm alone is because I can't solve this puzzle. Oh, how I've tried to solve it, but no matter how many nights I spend pondering it, the answer eludes me. Please help me, Professor. I don't want to spend the rest of my life talking to my stuffed animals. If you want to cut the piece of paper shown in Diagram 1 into 2 pieces and then reassemble them to form a rectangle, all you have to do is cut the paper as shown in Diagram 2. However, in order to assemble the pieces as shown in Diagram 2, you need to flip one of the pieces over before putting them together. Where should you cut the paper if you want to turn the paper in Diagram 1 into a rectangle without flipping either of your 2 pieces? Alright, I'm looking at this image. So, immediately what I'm thinking is you don't have to make, like you could cut it, is it like drawing? If you cut it here and you put it there, well I guess then it would be connected, the whole thing, wouldn't it? I think it's something like that, where the rectangle doesn't use all of the pieces. And you can't cut it in 2 ways. So like if I say I want to cut it here and here. Oh. Okay. This does something. Because if you okay, maybe I don't understand the rules. Because this one only has it cut in one place right here. So that you can put it there. But you have to flip it. But if you cut it here where I've delineated, you cut it right there. And you get rid of this piece, and then you take this piece and put it there, you've made a rectangle. Well, it says without flipping either one of your 2 pieces. So I'm assuming that yes, you do have to only have 2 pieces. This seems unfair. Okay, so this one would also work, but you have to flip the pieces. But I feel like I'm getting somewhere. Okay, I've been here for about 20 minutes. I mean, looking at this rectangle, this shape, this oblong weird shape, and I've got a bunch of little drawings, and they're inconclusive. So I don't know if I should try something and get it wrong, or if I should spend one of my hint coins. I think I'm gonna try a hint coin. I'm sorry, I know it's the first puzzle of the episode, but I am at a loss. I'm just at a loss. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna try this. The example shape that the puzzle shows you, Diagram 2, isn't at all indicative of the shape you are looking for. Think about a totally different shape you'd like to try. I'm gonna go for another hint. I'm just at a loss. And I've been here for so long. The paper has a total area of 15 squares. Since you're trying to assemble a rectangle, the only dimensions possible are 3 by 5 squares or 5 by 3 squares. Okay, yeah, let's math this one up. I wasn't thinking about math, I was thinking about shapes and distance, but that's it. That's all you have to do. I'm so dumb. Oh, I'm so dumb. Okay. This is all you have to do is cut off that one piece. This took so long, and I spent hint coins, and I really don't think the hint coins helped me solve this. You put that piece up there, and you take that one and you put it in that hole. That's the answer. Alright. Wow.
There we go.
What? I should have drawn it.
I suppose I thought wrong.
What? Let me try again. Oh, I'm so dumb. I thought that this was already cut, and it wasn't. I'm looking at the wrong stuff, and I'm getting confused. I'm just gonna get another hint coin, because that was embarrassing. Look for a piece that can help you complete a rectangle that's 5 squares tall. Now that you know the height of your rectangle, you should be able to narrow down your options a little. Okay. This. But you have to flip it. That would work, but you have to flip it. I just think that's incorrect. I just think that you do in fact have to flip the pieces. Okay, that one wouldn't work. The only one that I've done that I could that would work to make a 5 tall square would be this one, but you have to flip the pieces. So, but I'll try it. Okay, so that's insane. That is in fact flipping a piece. I do hate to say it. So yeah, I spent so long on that, and I had acknowledged that would make a 5 tall rectangle multiple times, but that wasn't following the rules of the puzzle. So, oh joy, I'm positively tingling with excitement. With that puzzle solved, I'm sure I'll find a bride in no time. Okay, so it says head back to the manor, but we're here and nothing appears to be happening, so we're gonna leave. Hello, Matthew. Inspector Chelmy and Madam have already retired for the night. Ramon is likely off to the cafe. You've had a very hard day, Professor. Do try and get some rest. Good night, sir. Okay, Matthew. My goal is to head back to the manor, but I think that my goal is to go to the inn. Maybe we'll stop by Granny Riddleton and see if there's any puzzles we missed. I wonder if we really did just mistake what we saw in the street. I don't know. No, I'm certain that it was Ramon. When we saw him, there wasn't the slightest hint of life in him. He may have lost consciousness, but how odd that he should return healthy as can be an hour later. Stranger still is the fact that he seems to have no memory of what we saw happen to him. It's so peculiar. Plus, Ramon wasn't even the first. Lots of people seem to have had the same experience. Any other village would be in a panic over something like this, but Saint Mystere, well, it's peculiar, that's all. There's something very peculiar about this whole town. Yes, in most places, no one would stand for this, but we've seen that Saint Mystere is anything but normal. Ramon's memory was added to your list of mysteries. Our list of memories. We remember. Yes, don't you worry. I'll let him know. Oh, hello there. There was a phone call for you. It was from an Inspector something or another. From Inspector Chelmy? He just kept saying that it was urgent and that you should meet him at Reinhold Manor at once. He probably wants to talk about what happened yesterday. Maybe so. We won't know until we get there, though. Come on, Luke. Do you have a puzzle for me, though, Beatrice? There you are, Professor. Would you help a girl out? I've got something here I'd like you to look at. I've made this darling sandwich for my special lunchbox, but the silly thing is too big. Can you make it fit? Yes. Using scraps left over from your breakfast, you've managed to cobble together a rather oddly shaped sandwich. How many times must you cut the sandwich in order to make it fit neatly in the container? If you cut it there, and you flip it, I can't really tell how big that is, the container is in comparison to this sandwich. If you cut it there and you flip it, it'll fit. I think the answer is 1. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
That should do it.
Oh. Yippee! That's okay. Oh, Professor, you're just the cleverest. Thanks for helping me figure this out. Oh, simple chair. Let's give it to Layton. Do I have to go all around town? Oh, hello. Statue Varson. Looks like you fellows are getting used to Saint Mystere, but stay sharp. Believe you me, you'll be buried in all sorts of difficult puzzles before you can Statchen Scarfin. By now, I'm sure you've realized that you can retry puzzles you failed to solve, eh? However, have you noticed how some puzzles just seem to vanish before you can get back to them? That's right. You see, that's the way it is with some things in life. Once they're gone, they're gone. For good! But rest at ease, you two. Those puzzles you thought had vanished merely moved somewhere else. You must seek out Granny Riddleton's shack. It's a strange old building, so it should be easy enough to spot. But don't get sloppy just because you know how to retry puzzles now. There's no honor in laziness. Now that you've got the lowdown on puzzles in town, let me throw a puzzle your way to keep you sharp. Okay. So, here's interesting. They stop letting you retry stuff if you get them wrong over and over again. The local museum, has an exhibit that spans 9 rooms, as shown in the diagram below. The entrance to the complex is marked by A, and the exit is marked by B. The security guard on duty is a bit of a loafer and wants to walk each room of the exhibit while turning as few times as possible. What is the fewest number of turns he can make while still visiting every room? As an example, the diagram below shows a course that involves 6 turns. He wants to visit every room. Just as he wants to turn as few as possible, but not necessarily that he doesn't want to revisit the same room multiple times. I think the answer is 6. I think this is the fewest he can walk. I think the real puzzle in this is that they give you the answer. That's what I think makes this a hard puzzle. Okay, he hates me. Oh, we lost it. The puzzle shows you an example on purpose because they don't like me? Because I've done something to hurt them in some way, shape, or form? He can go in through the entrance and turn once, twice, 3 times. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, leave, and then come in through the exit. Let me try 4. I thought that was pretty good. I thought I was thinking outside of the box and whatnot.
How embarrassing.
Go in through the entrance, and doesn't have to turn. Go in through the exit, doesn't have to turn. This appears to not have... I don't know what this is, but there's no blocked doorway. So if he... 1, 2... I don't know. Does this even count? Let me look at the hint just real quick. First off, pay no mind to the sample path shown on the screen. Here's an additional hint for you. Nowhere within the problem does it say the guard can only enter each room once. It's okay for your path to move back through a previously visited room. That's wonderful. 1, 2, 3. But this is not at any point dictated as an entrance or an exit. I don't even know what is on the other side. Like, I see that it's open, but I don't understand. Let's try 3. Okay.
Frankly, I'm ashamed.
Let's go for another hint. Has the layout of the rooms and the sample path shown make you feel like all your turns need to be 90 degrees? Okay, I was just doing crisscross angles, and I don't see how that makes this easier. Again, I tried 3. It did not work. Should I try 2? I put in 3. I think you at least have to do 2. Let's go with 2. Alright, show me the diagram, man.
Critical thinking is the key to success.
Okay, I did in fact draw that diagram. I don't know why I counted that as 3. I think I'm counting the lines and not the turns. Now that's what I like to see. Seems the training I've been giving you has paid off. No need to thank me. Anywho, be seeing you round. Let's give it to Layton, because Layton doesn't have any furniture in his room. Okay, let's go to Granny Riddleton. Deke, you're still here. I was worried about you. The clock tower is closed. Let's talk to Deke first. I can't go into the... What is that, town hall? Hey, Professor. Looking busy as usual, yep? Oh, I've got this puzzle I just can't figure out on my own here. Can you lend me your thinking cap? Below are 6 linked rings. They may look like a tangled mess, but there is one ring that if cut away would leave the remaining 5 rings connected end to end in a long chain. Which one must you cut in order to make the chain? Choose one answer from below. F is only connected to E, so that's how we start. We start there. A is connected to B, is connected to C, is connected to E is connected to F, so it's D. I did that really fast. Okay, we're good.
Critical thinking is the key to
that one was easy, right? It was like 20 pickers or something. Ah, so that's how you do it, yeah? I could finally rest at night. This thing was bugging me for days. Let me tell you something neat. And by neat, I mean really terrifying. The thing is that I've actually seen that old man with the... Oh my god, did he get you? Did he get you? I've actually seen that old man with the big sack coming out of that tower up north. I bet you dollars to donuts that he's the one behind all those disappearances. I wonder what he does up there. Wait, no, I don't even want to think about it. It's just too scary. Pile of books? Layton? He doesn't have a lot of things. Alright, let's go to Granny Riddleton's. Let's see. It's empty. Alright, at least we have that. Alright, thank you, Granny Riddleton. There's something on the ground here. Oh. What's that on the ground? It looks like a scrap of notepaper. What does it say, Luke? Well, let's see here. It's just terrible. Lady Violet has an awful case of the flu and hasn't left her bed for days. I'm no doctor, so I can't think of any way to help her. Oh, what to do. Lady Violet. Oh, this journal must be talking about Baron Reinhold's first wife. My heart is heavy as I write these words. The loss of his wife has completely crushed the boss. If there is only something I could do to help. He walks around looking like he's had the wind knocked out of him. And that's the end. Gosh, whoever wrote this must have cared an awful lot for the Baron and his family. I'm telling you, he like cloned his wife. And that's what he did to Ramon. He cloned Ramon. Oh. Do you think there's... Oh, is there another puzzle with that candle? Oh, look, another candle, Luke. That reminds me, have you heard of this one before? I don't know why Layton got his British accent. He does have one, but I don't typically give him one. You have only one match left. You want to light the room with an oil lamp. Start a fire to warm the room and heat your bath water. In order to complete all of the above actions, which should you light first? Well, you would think the fire, right? So then you would just light the fireplace. You'd get like a stick or something. Well, but like what? Are you sticking your hand in the fire? No. So I think it's the oil lamp. I think you're not sticking your hand in the fire to get something. Let's go with the oil lamp. No? Too bad. Take a deep breath and think about it. That may not seem like much help, but you can do it. Take a deep breath and think about it. Oh! The match. You have to light the match first.
Here's my guess.
I got it. Yeah. Sorry. I was thinking too much about the logistics of heating your bath water and lighting an oil lamp. Wonderful work, Luke. That is indeed the answer. I don't see anyone minding the shop at the moment. Perhaps we should leave for now. Ah, Layton, he finally gets a bed! Oh, I'm so happy for him. Okay, yeah, there's nothing else in here. Everything's caked in dust. Nobody works at this shop. Do you think Violet worked at this shop? And that's how she met Augustus Reinhold? And then they fell in love. Okay, we're gonna talk to Marco. Hey, Marco, my best friend. Hey there, Professor. I bet you're here to solve my puzzle. I'm right, aren't I? Yeah, of course I'm right. The longest path, 50 picarets. Two boys are playing a game in which the goal is to take the longest route possible from point A to point B, as shown on the map below. The only rule is that no section of road can be traversed more than once. What course should they take in order to cover the longest distance possible between point A and point B? Does that seem like the longest route? Does that seem longer? Does that seem longer? I don't know how I'm supposed to be able to tell. Does that seem like the longest path? I think another one that I did was longer. Let's try this one. I didn't think it was going to be right, but I thought that it would maybe get me closer to knowing.
How embarrassing.
Okay, I do believe that this is what I just did. Maybe this isn't what I just did. Let me take a picture of it and I'll try it again. Because I don't remember what I did. But I do think that, I did this originally. That's what I think I did originally. Which, of course, yeah, it blocks out that whole bit. So let's try. Okay, maybe I did do that the first time. How does that look? let's look at what I originally did. Let's see if I've gotten more. On my first run, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 is my paths. On this one, I have 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay, that's 22. Do we like 22? I think I like 22. Let's try 22. Okay, we have to go for 23 then. Let me see if there's a hint about these boys going in separate directions. Okay, let me get another hint because that was unhelpful. The area that the boys are walking is a square that's more or less composed of long and short sections of the road. After you chart out your course and think you have the answer, take a quick look to see how much road you left untouched. Let's do a final hint. Okay, they've just given me the answer. That's the path. I should have gotten that one. This is a little bit embarrassing. They gave me the answer. It doesn't feel good. Bang up job there, Professor. Even that puzzle, it did faze me, in fact, Marco. Yep, you're a real piece of work, Prof. You know that? Of course you do. You're a scholar, after all. Painting scrap. Meet Chelmy at the manor. Alright. Let's go meet Chelmy at the manor. Oh! Huh. Look, there's a hole in that boat there. Oh, Professor, that reminds me. Have you ever heard of the one about the sinking ship? Let's see. SOS! 15 people are trapped aboard a ship that's going to sink in exactly 20 minutes. Their only chance for survival is the 5-person life raft stowed on their vessel. To make matters worse, the waters around the ship are teeming with man-eating sharks, so swimming to safety is out of the question. A round trip to the nearest island and back to the boat takes 9 minutes on the raft. How many people will live to see dry land? Okay, 5-person life raft. 15 people. 5 people will get on, they'll ride to the nearest island, and then they'll come back. And that means we have 11 minutes left. And so then the next 15 people, the next 5 will get on the life raft, go to the island, and come back. And we'll have a minute left for everybody to load up, and then go to the island. So 15 people will live. Okay, what? I guess where people are...
I suppose I thought wrong.
By now you've probably come to the realization that one person must stay on the raft in order to pilot it back to the boat and pick up more passengers. Yeah, I didn't actually realize that, but thank you. 2 people are left. Well, 13 people will live to see dry land.
There we go.
Yeah? Yay! I feel a little better about that one. A moment of silence for the 2 who didn't make it, please. Yes. Alright. Wow, great answer, Professor. It took me 5 times as long to get that one. Oh, hello, Claudia. How are you? Out and about. Well, if it isn't Claudia out and about. That's what I said! And that reminds me of a puzzle. Give it a try, my boy. There are 3 different colors of plush cats before you. The color of a cat denotes its weight. Examples 1 and 2 show their relative weights. You have 3 red cats and 4 black cats loaded on one side of the scale. On the other side of the scale, there are 4 white cats and 1 black cat. Given this setup, will the scale tip left, tip right, or stay level? This is a math problem. 4x is equal to 5y, and 1x plus 2y is equal to 3z. This is one of those things where I put in the answer and I get it wrong, and it's like, you don't have to do algebra for this one. And I'm like, oh no, I really wanted to do algebra. Oh, this is easy. So there's 3, and we know that 3 red cats are 1 white cat and 2 black cat. We replace those values. So on one side, we have 1x and 6y. And then on the other side, we have 4x and 1y. Now, 4x balances out 5 y. Yeah, 4x balances out 5y, as in shown in diagram 1. So, if 4x balances out 5y, if 4 white cats balance out 5 black cats, then that means you subtract 5, so then you have on this side 1y and 1x. You have 1 black cat and 1 white cat. And on this side, you now only have 1 black cat. So the scale will tip left. Yay! Geometry solves all of our problems. Algebra, I don't know what this is actually. Once you realize how you need to look at things, it's not a terribly difficult problem, now is it? Okay, let's go into Reinhold Manor? We were just here. Oh, Matthew wasn't here, which feels ominous. Are you trying to poison me? What are these vile things? You oaf! Some butler you are! I'm sorry, sir. I detest sweets. The very sight of them turns my stomach. Get that plate out of here at once. Oh yes, but of course. Ah, Layton, there you are. You requested our presence, Inspector Chelmy? My sources tell me you've been out snooping and interfering with my case. Just what are you up to? It certainly wasn't my intention to interfere with your case. However, a few things don't make sense. Leave the investigating to the police and go chase after that golden apple or whatever it is. Don't you worry your pretty little head about it. I'll find Simon's killer. Of that you can be sure. Now, unless you have something else to say, I've got work to do here. Understood. Good day, sir. That inspector has some nerve dismissing us like that. Like I said before, I don't like him one bit. What do you say we go ask Ramon about yesterday, Luke? Guys, I do feel like we're forgetting about the golden apple. Where is Ramon? Oh, he's at the cafe. Oh, he's right there, actually. He's not at the cafe. Hi, Ramon. How are you? Good day, Ramon. How are you feeling today? Fit as a fiddle now, Professor. Perhaps even as vivacious as a violin. That awful fatigue from last week seems like it never happened. As you can see, I'm bursting with energy and my skin is soft as a baby's. I feel like a teenager again. Is that so? That's good to hear. He doesn't seem to remember what happened yesterday, does he? He has no idea what happened. So, what's our next move? We shall respect the inspector's wishes and leave the murder case alone, Luke. It's as Inspector Chelmy said, solving crime is the police's job. Besides, something tells me that this case and the golden apple are more related than we suspect. That's that intuition of yours talking again, isn't it, Professor? First and foremost, we need to find a clue that will bring us closer to the golden apple. Perhaps one of Baron Reinhold's relations or close friends can help us point us in the right direction. Of course, there's also someone else. Let's see if the family butler has anything to say on the subject. Okay. Chapter 5, The Hunt Begins. It's finally time to start the search for the golden apple. Explore St. Mystere for clues. Thank you so much for watching this little bridge episode. It's been super fun. We will start the search for the golden apple in the next one. See you there. Bye-bye.